Hello and welcome back to the Psychic Profiler. I'm your hostess, Jules. We're working on the dark side of Gemini right now. If you feel inclined to donate to my channel, all the information is in the description box below. It's always appreciated. Thank you for all the likes and the comments and the subscribes. So let's get into it. Let's see here. Shadow side of Gemini. What is the karmic energies for Gemini? Karmic energies for Gemini. Karmic energies for Gemini. Karmic energies for Gemini. All right, what is the karmic energies for Gemini? Heavenly Father. We've got the void. So someone's feeling a void, darkness, ether. The void is liminal darkness and destiny. The void is a mystical riddle in of itself. It cannot be understood by means of alchemy, chemistry, science, or spirituality. It astounds the most adept seeker and humbles the philosopher. From the depths of nothingness, all feelings and possibilities are birthed. Behind the curtain of our material world, the power of eternal spaciousness is at work. This card may appear at a time when something has been released, a relationship, a possession, a title. But the void is much bigger than any worldly entity. When the alchemist approaches the void, destiny shifts in the darkness. Like magnets, you are drawn to it as it is drawn toward you. Meditation is critical at this time. Just sit and breathe. Surrender to the vastness. There is an electricity between you and the void that is sacred and timeless. From its center, everything is born. Think of the nothing from the never-ending story. So someone's being consumed with the nothing. Because in the never-ending story, it's people stopped believing in fairy tales and stopped reading those fairy tales, and having that strong belief that magical things can happen and mystical beings exist. It's a point where you feel so alone within the world that nothing sparks your creativity. It's being alone in the darkness, being eaten away at it, and being consumed by a nothing. Ooh! Smoke in my eye. Someone's not seeing something. They're not seeing something clearly. They're in the void. Ooh. Smoke in my eye. Somebody is not seeing something clearly. The great work. It's a magnum opus. 3, they could be working on something. Maybe they need to work on something. Magnum opus is the great work, is the ultimate work of one's being. It is literally the magnum opus. It's the greatest work one can create within this lifetime, within their lifetime, their ultimate creation. And with this nothing right here is that they're so consumed by being in darkness that they're not thinking of what they can create that is wonderful and their highest good. Let's see here. What is this nothing? What is this void for this karmic energy? The seer and empowerment. Seer is the magician. Somebody's they need to find their empowerment. They need to be empowered or find empowerment within themselves, perhaps through their work will help them, and working on this great work will help them to feel empowered to continue forward instead of living in the darkness. So what is this karmic energy saying? What is the void? The void is the moon on the water. And what you see right back there is a water energy. You've got herons in the background and an auric, which is basically a bull, Taurus energy. The moon in the water is mystery. It's the unknown. It's let's see what the book says. The moon is heralds a time of inner transformation, initiation, or awareness. It could be a random situation based in the emotional or spiritual spheres, but your inner voice may have been whispering for some time and gone unheeded. Now your soul brings it into your physical world as symbolic keys to the collective human subconsciousness. This may take the form of a desire to investigate or study a doctrine, philosophy, or esoteric pursuit, or the wish to explore untapped sexual energy and experience a tighter spiritual bond with a partner through honesty and the expression of your hidden desires. From here, you can begin to wrestle with the concept of consciousness is not within you, but that you are within the consciousness of the universe. So this is a work that someone has to undertake to for the collective, and perhaps in order to make this grand, magnum opus, they have to open themselves up to the unknown and start down a different path. And then we have Page of Swords at the bottom, the Lynx, and the Green Woman, the High Priestess. The Page of Stones. The Page of Stones in the upright is someone who values the authentic aspects of your character, learning the ropes as a beginner, keeping things down to earth or actual rather than virtual, setting practical goals, concentration, apprenticeship, studies, prosperity or benefits, study and scholarship. So this is further indicating that there is an amount of studying that needs to be undertaken, using your intuition. And for every gift that you receive from the universe comes with it a responsibility. And you have to take responsibility for, your actions, and take responsibility for the gift that you can give to the world. This great work that you can provide for the masses that will help you on your journey. The Green Woman is intuition and gifts from the universe. And she's in the upright. I actually read the face cards in the upright. And the Page of Stones is definitely scholarly work. So this karmic energy is stuck in darkness right now and needs to reflect on esoteric knowledge, perhaps, to get out of this stuck energy, this nothing void within them. In order to fill that void, you got to fill yourself, fill your heart and your soul. And in order to do that, you need to open up to different possibilities, different aspects, different areas of study. And in opening yourself up to new experiences, and maybe even something that you wouldn't otherwise be interested in. It could be something that you'd be like, blah, on, like, I don't want to learn about that. That's not me, something that doesn't interest you. It could actually spark an interest in you. And you're not seeing that. You're not seeing that something that, maybe you're overlooking something. And the Page of Stones is urging you to go into this particular field of study, or take a chance, take a risk. Because it might, and follow your intuition with it. Because, I mean, if something tells you, to study something, and you kind of ho-hum about it in your head, and you're like, nah, maybe I won't, I'm not really interested in that, you might surprise yourself. Because, don't discredit something just because you initially aren't interested. Because once you delve into something, it's possible that it could lead to the greatest work you could ever undertake. And it'll provide lots of ecstasy. It'll provide joy, possibly, spiritual joy. It'll, you'll go from the void to wanting to dance under the moon. Let's see here. Let's get one more card. Let's see here. What is it they need to work on? What area of study do they need to work on? Healing. This is a Seven of Stones. So meditation, it's said, meditation is needed. And see how the green man is in there? It's the green man. It's the counterpart to the green woman. It's a Hierophant energy, which also can be seen in the moon. The Hierophant energy. The Taurus energy. And with the Hierophant, it's their counterparts. So in order, perhaps it's something that you need to work on with a counterpart, and maybe you feel alone that you don't have your counterpart with you, or it's something maybe you need to connect with your counterpart. Perhaps meditation and working on healing him or her, through prayer and meditation, sending them, positive energies. 11:11 on the clock. Perhaps this is a counterpart. I said, and focusing on the healing and praying for him. See how he's over the body of that person who's laid, kind of under duress, fallen in battle. They're praying. He's either praying for him or he's reached a state where he needs to heal. He's embodying the strength of the Hierophant. Let's see here. Or maybe there's been a death to the situation. Under here, we've got the World Tree. It might be a cycle that's ended with these counterparts. And perhaps there's an amount of healing that's needed. But right now, you're in the darkness. You're in the void. And you're wondering which step to take next. Or someone's watching you heal. Or watching to see if maybe you will heal. But you have a work that there's something grand that you need to work on. There's something great that's going to affect you, the whole world, and everyone around you. But right now, you're kind of stuck in this darkness, this nothingness, feeling empty and lost, and reflecting on what take what you know, and then take what and learn from different areas, and combine that with what you already know, and you can provide some intense and healing qualities, or add healing qualities to your work that will ultimately bring, not only you healing, but perhaps your partner some healing, and provide healing for others. All right, let's get one more card, and then you'll get a new beginning. You'll start off on there's a cycle that ended. Been possibly a death to a situation, a Scorpio energy. This is the Wanderer starting a new journey, and the World Tree. So the cycle is ended and you're lost because of it. But you can still contribute to this world and cross that rainbow bridge into a new beginning. Align your chakras. You see how the rainbow's straight up? Align your chakras. Get some meditation in, and start over anew. Don't be afraid to walk over troubled waters either, because life is an adventure. 14:04 in the clock. Life is an adventure, and it's meant to be lived. It means taking chances, and although the waters may seem really, rapid, it might be a lot of rapids, could be a lot of trials, could be very scary to take that first step, but you need to, and have faith that your feet will be caught on something solid. Don't look at water as though it's something that you're going to, in emotions, like you're like crossing over emotions. And don't be afraid that you're going to be taken under with those emotions, because I think that's what's going on right now here with the void, is that you're being consumed with your emotions. You feel either that or there's a lacking of emotions. And ringing in my ears. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, yep. That was confirmation. So there's new steps to be taken in this journey. Don't think that there's, that one cycle end, it's the end of the world and you're going to be stuck in this void for all eternity. You've got to have faith and take upon some new studies to heal and create your greatest work. And in that, you'll find an ecstatic freedom. You'll be dancing under the moon because you created something beautiful. And sometimes when you're in pain, sometimes it's pain that creates the most beautiful things, especially if you're an artist of some kind. Use your pain as a point of, and turn it beautiful. And that's what I do with my pain, honestly. I write poetry, I sing, I like to create, and I make my pain look pretty. Is how I put it. Is how I see it. And I mean, most people, some people might think, look at your poetry or your stories. Actually, poetry is, pretty words, but 16:16 on the clock. But if you're writing a story, you can actually, you know, put your heart into that story and provide answers to other people who are going through the same situation or similar situation. And you'll find that you can invoke empathy within other people to your situation because they connect so well with the characters within the story. That makes it great stories. And you can tell when a writer or artist puts their heart into something. You can tell, not just by what is said and how they write it, but how they create it, that you can actually feel it. So this is my suggestion to you. This is what I intuitively feel. For every end, there is always a beginning. Don't wallow in the emptiness because there's still hope for you. So this is your reading. Thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you in the next one.